Great ingredients, served with flair. A perfect combination, like you and Pick and Pay.
We're in the kitchen this morning with Doreen Alcock, who is a pastry chef at the Sweetest Thing Patisserie in Simonstown. Good morning, Doreen. How are you?
Good morning, Leanne. All right, thanks.
Oh, I absolutely love quiches. I cannot wait to get into it. So why don't you tell us what we need to make? What are we making this morning?
We're making a sun-dried tomato, feta cheese, and olive quiche.
Sounds amazing.
Oh,
Sounds amazing.
It's lovely.
Okay, so what do we need for this recipe?
Okay, to start with, we're gonna need flour, butter, salt, and ice cold water for our pastry.
Okay.
And then for the filling, we're gonna need the cubed feta, sun-dried tomatoes, and we got some sliced olives.
Nice.
And then we also need some eggs, milk, and crème fraiche.
Wonderful
and a bit
stuff.
of salt and pepper, of course.
Okay, so I am at your mercy. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it. All
Okay,
right.
sure.
Awesome.
Okay, to begin with, we're gonna make the pastry, and I've
Nice.
already got some flour and butter rubbed in there. So all I need is a pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt.
Yep, and then we're gonna add our ice cold water in here. The reason we're adding ice cold water is we just want to make sure. Yes, please, thank you. We just want to make sure that our pastry stays nice and cold.
Okay.
And the other thing with the pastry is you don't want. Could I have some more, please?
More water. All of it?
No, just a little
some.
bit. Yeah.
Just
we don't want
some.
it to get too warm, so
Okay.
all the ingredients have to be a little bit cold. The butter must be straight from the fridge. So
Yeah, and of course it helps to be able to handle the pastry as well, hey? If it's not warm and just completely falling
and
all over
then
the place.
also on that note, you don't want to handle it too much, otherwise you get a really
That
overweight
also
pastry.
adds heat to it, hey?
Yes, and then
Yeah.
it won't be nice and crisp. So
Where did quiches originate? Is it a French dish?
it is a French dish, and the original recipe was usually made with bread dough. But as time went on, of course, it went to short pastry, which is easier to handle and
lighter
use.
as well, hey?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you need more water?
No, I think that's
fine.
enough. So you just put in enough water just to get the dough together.
Yeah.
Because if you put too much, then your pastry is going to be too soft and
be
it's going to
runny.
be difficult to handle. So once you get to this point, you're supposed to let it rest.
Yes.
Put it in the fridge, chill it for 30 minutes or more. More would be nice.
Yeah.
Because then it's easier to roll, and also when you bake it, it won't shrink.
Yeah.
So once we've done that, and it's out of the fridge, what we do now is take the pastry and roll
need
it.
it?
No, I don't
Not
need
yet.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, we roll the pastry and put it in the baking tin, and then.
And voila, we have it
Yeah,
already
then,
done.
we blind bake it. And now to
Nice.
blind bake, the reason we blind bake is because you want the pastry to be cooked and not raw when you put, because the filling is
okay.
gonna be runny and
Yes,
wet. So
yes,
when
yes.
you put it in and without baking the pastry, then it's gonna be soggy.
Lovely.
So the best thing to do is blind bake it, and by blind baking, I mean you put like a piece of parchment in there.
Yeah.
And add your ceramic beans
Okay.
to put it in the oven, 180 degrees, about 20 minutes. Take it out, take the beans out, and put it back in for about 5 minutes to just make sure it's dry. And then when we get to that stage,
Okay.
and we
Okay,
start
so
adding...
if you want the recipe for this, all you have to do is SMS quiche to 33728 and we will send this to you while we quickly try and get this recipe into the oven, because the anticipation's killing me. I can't anymore. I'm not coping. I am so excited to see what this is going to look like.
Okay, so all our ingredients are going to be evenly distributed on the
Sun-dried
pastry.
tomatoes,
Sun-dried tomato goes
olives,
in. The olives
love
go
olives.
in. And then we need to quickly just chop up some basil.
Some basil. That's rocket. Awesome.
Just a quick chop up here.
There we go.
Thank you.
Nice. Do you need more than
Yeah,
that?
a little bit more, yeah.
And you know what I love about quiches? It's really a meal in itself. All you need to make is you need your quiche, and then you need a little salad with it, and there you go. The meal is almost done. Hey,
It's almost
ready.
done, yeah. Very complete, yeah. And very
Lovely.
healthy as well.
Very healthy. That's what
Very
we love.
healthy,
Yay!
yeah.
That's what we love to hear.
Okay, so the basil goes on the top.
Nice.
And once that's on, the next thing is we're gonna mix our filling, which is crème fraiche.
And there's so much that you can, there's so much that you can do with quiches as well, hey? I mean, they can have tons of different fillings
All
in
sorts
there.
of fillings. You can have a bacon and cheese, you can have a leek and blue cheese, you can have all sorts of fillings in there. I mean, the sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit, go crazy.
Yeah, so the milk, crème fraîche, eggs, pinch of salt. You don't want too much salt because the olives, sun-dried tomato and feta already have salt.
Nice.
So you add that on. Mix the filling, yeah. It's quite easy. Once you master the pastry, the rest just comes quite easy.
History, as they say.
Yeah, that's right, Leanne.
Lovely.
Okay, so once that's mixed, you pour it into the pre-baked case with the filling.
Yeah. All in the rest, huh?
Yeah.
All in the rest. There we go.
And the thing with the crème fraîche, I like crème fraîche because it gives it a nice sharp flavor that you don't get from the cream. You could use cream, but I prefer the crème fraîche.
Crème fraîche is much better. Once again, the key word for this recipe is quiche to 33728. SMS that to us and we will send this recipe straight to your mobile phone. Looking good already. Woo!
Yeah, this is nearly there. Remember not to overfill it because it unfortunately tends to puff up just a tiny bit.
Lovely. Am I popping this into the oven?
In the oven.
Wonderful. What's the heat that we're putting it in?
180 degrees.
180 degrees. Wonderful.
Okay, so.
And we already have a prepared
We already
one
have
right
a prepared one.
Awesome stuff.
Doesn't that look gorgeous?
This looks absolutely amazing. Let's check that out, hey?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is...
Quiche goodness. That's so awesome. And this, of course, comes on our green mat over here. Are we gonna pop it out of there?
We're gonna pop it out first.
Pop it out.
There we go.
This goes on our green mat. We're first going to
cut it up a bit,
so we can taste it. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll use that.
I've never been this excited to taste something in my life.
It does look good, doesn't it?
It does. Looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Doreen,
You're
for helping us make sun-dried tomato, feta, and olive quiche this morning. Yeah. And of course, I am going to give myself the honor of tasting this. Are we ready? Here we go. Beautiful. It's like poetry in my mouth. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Doreen, for being with us.
Much.
Over to you, Kat. It's like poetry in my mouth. Poetry.
Stay with Espresso and SABC3.